The automatic thing is the ground in the area is now, so long as it's made of earth or stone, becomes difficult terrain until cleared. For each 5-foot diameter portion, require at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
All you hear from the background as from behind you, and just stop messing up my training area.
We return to the adventuring party.
Okay.
Sneak around. Sneak.
Okay, they're coming.
Run away. Run away.
That's the first time I've just like had fun with a match in a long time.
So, we left off with everybody on the plateau and doing. We had a couple people still messing around with the obstacle course. We had Fengwendolyn kind of wander off near to this old ancient willow tree and was kind of fiddling over there. We had RuffDraft and Anubis go hunt for dinner. You guys heard all kinds of roarings and all kinds of sounds from the Lyron that they were hunting, and a couple of oofs probably from RuffDraft.
But we weren't successful.
I think someone ended up falling into the woods when they were doing the astral things.
Yep. Alastor rolled into the forest and you heard rubber ducky style squeaking for a few moments. But there was all the roaring from the lions and stuff, and it stopped. The squeaking did for a little bit. But you're not sure why. RuffDraft and Anubis came back. RuffDraft was very beat up. We had a whole conversation about whether to heal him or not. And let's see here. And they were pulling back the Lyrons. And I have some new pictures. And I will post the new pictures of what the Lyron look like. The first one is a male. The second one's a female.
Oh, so both of these, like male and female, both have a mane.
Yeah, so I figured it'd be kind of fun for something different. That they both have manes, but the male has the distinct golden mane that really brings out the main part, and the female has just like little marks of gold instead. I thought that'd be kind of fun.
Meanwhile, Knowledge just repeatedly keeps failing at doing the test.
Yeah.
And it's getting increasingly frustrating.
I rolled gold after like my one little thing. Oh no, scared of small spaces. After that, I was like, so apparently I became an acrobat after that.
Yeah, that's great.
Knowledge keeps freezing up at the water.
Yeah.
Get in the water, indeed.
No kidding.
How far apart is how much is the water taken up? Is it like a foot across, 3 feet across?
The lake in the middle?
The water that people have to cross.
Oh, you're talking about with the obstacles?
Yeah.
Those are probably I'd say about 3 feet across, depending on the obstacle, obviously. Because it depends on like if it's across, then it's only a certain amount of distance so that you can still get across, right? If it's too long, you're not going to be able to get all the way across, right? But if it's like, say, something where you're doing like a jungle gym across it, then it's the length of the jungle gym. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, what if RuffDraft like puts down a board across the opening and has Knowledge just wheel across the on the board to get over the water to continue?
Oh, that's wonderful! Oh, that's so funny. Which I think is cute. But don't forget, you also broke part of my obstacle course. We're going to be fixing that later.
Yeah, I remember telling you that you were cheated.
I remember.
Okay, so the second the second post that I posted is the digital art to give you a better idea of like where the tufts are. It's more accurate in like the tufts and that sort of stuff, but the other ones are more realistic picturing of them, right? And then the streak on the bottom is kind of what you see when they get up to full speed.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to give you an idea. So that is the Lyron. Okay? And this is what you're seeing him, RuffDraft and Anubis are dragging back and dressing. Are these Lyron? And they caught, I think, what was it, 4 to 6 or something like that?
Yeah, we caught 4 of them.
4 of them, I think. Yeah.
Mm.
2 of them got away.
Mhm.
I know that part. I just couldn't remember what the total was.
We got 4.
All righty. So you're seeing this. You're hearing all this is happening, right? And as you're dressing it, and as you're kind of like finishing up what you guys were doing, and like Dag's trying to kind of gather everybody together to head to the base, right? You hear a second squeal. I mentioned this earlier. I don't know if anyone caught it or not, but you heard earlier. You heard a squeal down the tunnel of something excited, and Wolf, her big old wolf that's like up at our waist, it ran away into the forest towards where the squeal was coming from. Well, now here comes Wolf patting back, all happy, like I did a good thing, kind of looking at Dag to get approval. Dag's busy trying to gather everyone together. It completely ignores her.
Mhm.
And coming behind Wolf is this individual running, excited. And you get to finally meet Cristal. And she's like squealing still, because she's so stinking excited right now. And you also see a little critter sitting on her shoulder, just as happy, chittering. And there we go. There's the pictures.
Huh.
It looks like a little bat, but its head's a skull.
And it's like,
Yeah, it's very vocal. Very vocal. You're not really sure why, but it's very vocal. And she's all excited, runs up to the plateau, and skids to a stop seeing all these new people. Hi!
I think Gray immediately hides behind RuffDraft.
That's cute.
RuffDraft's
Like,
like,
Hey, little
kitty.
cute.
Kitty. Oh no, are we gonna have another one where the Zoans go after the cats?
You just see like ears peeking around his leg.
No, just analyzing the creature. He just starts listing off the details. Actually, I have to roll for this tonight. I just realized that. I'm gonna have
Are
to
you
roll
talking about Cristal or the creature on her shoulder?
the creature on the shoulder.
Yes, you need to roll me a history and a
Nat 20.
Ooh.
And I have a +8 to that. So
all right, I'll let you have it with a nat 20. You realize this is not a native creature in the sense of native to the material plane. This is a creature from the layers of the dark domain, which is my version of my brain.
The negative
like
plane?
Abyss and
The negative plane?
No, not the negative plane. This is like the demon realms.
Yeah.
So the layers of the dark domain are like the demon realms. That's where all the demons are. I've combined it just so you guys know, for those that have played D&D before. I do not have a separate thing from demons and devils. It's all one thing. It's just demons. Okay, just so you know.
So
it's very happy, and it's just kind of.
he's just going, "Oh, I see you. You have one of the creatures from the demon realm."
Oh, you know what it is? And you also know, yeah, and it hisses it. Yep, it hisses. You would also know its name. It is a twilight bat.
He goes, "Yes, it's a twilight bat."
Wow.
It's like hissing at you.
I know that.
I looked them up in my books when I was at the library.
Oh, you like books too? Me too. Oh, you got it. You have to know. Wait, am I allowed to say? Gush is all you hear from Dag.
Are you a wizard like me?
No.
She's
Tail twitches.
scary.
And she is. Raftas are one of the tallest races that in like Camtaff. Though she is doing the active thing a normal Rafta does, which is they will actually bend their knees and things. because they have like the whole double jointed thing going on. So they'll bend it down so that they're shorter, but they're still taller than you. But she's trying to be as short as she can be.
So
How
no, it
close
just
is she
goes.
to the group?
She's about 20 feet from the actual group, because she kind of skidded to a stop when she saw there's extra people.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Fengwendolyn's still probably off by the tree.
Yeah, you are by the tree. So that was trying to kind of convince you to come over the group to head to the base, which is fine. And you can see her. Crystal's just kind of like kind of bouncing, like just jittering. She wants to say things, but she's kind of looking at Dag, and Dag's like, no, no.
Right.
She's like super excited.
Oh yeah, she you the little chitteries that cats do when they want something because they're so excited about it. That energy of just like
And the bat on her shoulder has pretty much the same amount of energy, and is constantly just rowing and making musical jingles and just being, jazz hands and just
very very energetic. And Crystal will say, "Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know this, the smart person, don't let the Twilight bat bite you, please, because we had that happen to a Putchie, and that was not good." I know you were defending me, but let's not do any biting, okay? That's not unless Dad says so.
Fengwendolyn would just turn her head and look towards Crystal and be like, "Pushy, you say?" And she's just gonna start walking over because now she's interested.
Oh yeah, yeah. Have you met any of the Pushies yet?
No, I haven't, but I tried to, and I was told. Well, not told. I was physically restrained from going towards them.
Oh, did Dag do it?
No, it was that lady, and she points towards I can never pronounce your name. Ellen something.
Elonin.
Elonin. Something. Yeah.
That's Mist Girl over there.
Yes.
She saved us.
Mist Girl or Fog Girl, yep.
Fog Girl.
No, it just raises his finger and goes, "Oh, yes, the Aquan."
See, again is gonna hit you. Stop blabbing her secrets.
What? I didn't do anything wrong this time.
I haven't seen your race in a really long time. It's very hard to find you guys. Well, except that we are actually in the mist. But normally it's really hard to find you guys because most of you guys were under the mist, not outside of the mist. And Dag's like, "Shush! Would you just?" Oh, now I got
you're
two of them.
gonna notice that she's getting like very uncomfortable and kind of nervous as she's like talking about her race.
No,
I will
it's
say Gray is like hiding behind RuffDraft, and like occasionally like little ears like and eyes like peek out from around his legs, and like all the hissing like goes back behind him, just like you're whimpering from behind RuffDraft.
And I feel bad because Gray in the back is getting battered as his tail is just going back and forth. So excited to see this thing.
I love it. Oh, that's funny. You're getting mooshed by his tail.
Ilona is just kind of like making sure my hood is up.
No, it's actually grabbed a little bit of meat from his rations, and he just goes to the little bag and goes, "Here you go."
Huh?
Wait, you have food?
Hey, like, hey.
Everybody starts with rations usually.
I have rations.
Nami, can you roll to see if
I don't think you eat food. You're a robot.
Because
He
he's
might have it
trying
for
to
this
feed the
exact
bat
moment.
food.
Hang on. What, Lorelei? What did you say?
We need to roll to see if he gets bitten because he's trying to feed the bat.
Okay, first, I need you to roll to see if he's interested in the food.
Yep.
Start with that. You start rolling. What were you saying, Fengwendolyn?
I said he might have food because of this exact reason, trying to like tame or entice animals.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that and also he seems to be a pretty well prepped person, so he may have even brought the rations for other individuals if he gets a chance. I don't know if that's true or not. Yes,
Got a 14.
a 14. He's interested, but it smells weird to him, and he decides not to.
I will say this: Fengwendolyn got knowledge's mentality out entirely because he thinks you can research animals better by bringing them in with food.
Yep, you got it just right. There, nice job. All right, so as you guys are enjoying this and seeing this new person and having all this fun, I want everybody to roll me a perception.
I got a 24 together.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Nice. You guys get good rolls.
RuffDraft got a nat 1.
Kidding.
Oh,
Whatever dice you're using, RuffDraft, man.
I'm using D&D Beyond. I'm being
Okay.
legit. I'm not saying you're
Okay.
not legit, but
That explains
So
it.
I got a
Dice
0.
That dice needs
That's
to go
so
to
bad.
Dice Jail.
Oh,
You need a new dice.
All right, I'll
needed
switch
to go
my
to
dice.
dice jail forever. Go
I
ahead.
will switch my dice.
This is what I rolled.
A
A
0?
How did you get a 0?
He has a
No.
negative.
You
I have a
a
negative 1.
You have negative to perception?
Yes.
Some people do.
Ow!
So that means you rolled a nat 1, and then you got a negative 1, so it was a 0.
Yep.
So at least, hey, RuffDraft,
Dang.
at least you didn't roll the worst.
Oh, and by the way, I also have disadvantage on perception.
Oh no.
That's right. That's right. I did get a 2, technically.
So hilariously enough, both Gray and Anubis got a 21.
Nice. That's
different configurations.
great. Well, Crystal got a nat 20,
Nice.
and Dag is so overwhelmed by all the chittering, did not catch it at all. Those that rolled 15 or higher hear that similar rubber ducky squeak again. Only this time, there's 3. A little tiny one and 2 larger ones.
3 rubber duckies.
I think
3
the ears peek out from behind RuffDraft again and look up. Hear that?
Aw.
Ooh, RuffDraft.
No, knowledge doesn't even pay attention. He's trying to feed the bat boy.
Oh yeah, he is so zoned. But for
What?
some reason, like
What?
he like puts a tooth on it, but like like he doesn't want it.
Hear that?
What?
Squeak.
All right, now he listens, but no, he just, I don't know.
So now he listens.
Yeah.
I think an Anubis was just kind of, oh boy.
What?
It
Dag asks.
So we heard the squeak. Where from and how close?
It is coming from the same direction that the original squeak came from, where Alastor rolled into the forest. So off to the, let's see, I think south. So on the foresty side, on this side. So closer to where the Marcus Knight base is. So if you're looking at the map, there's the forest that's closest to that side. That's what side he's on. Same side as the Lyron when they were hunting as well.
Quick question. Does RuffDraft notice that people are starting to get alert to something?
Yes. Especially
Okay.
with Greg pointing it out.
Gray did point out to you.
Now he pulls out the herb and eats it. What does that give him?
Lorelei, do you remember what healing word does the die for that? I
Healing
think
words that D6
Yeah.
plus what the wisdom mod would be.
so. I'm going to say D6 plus 4.
6.
And Lorelei, can you text that to me so I can write it down later and
Yeah.
actually get an item?
Yep.
6. All right. Thanks. Heals up by 6.
Yep. Oh, sheesh. Okay, so
Anubis would tell Dag that she should ask. We're about to get company.
Come on. And Crystal's like, oh, you're talking about the whole plushy thing. I think we're going to get to see some. But you might not want to hug them. That doesn't work very well. I found out the hard way.
Naomi. A 21. Fengwendolyn has already started sneakily trying to back away from the group.
Can I
in that direction
to see if I noticed them leaving?
Yes, anyone that wants to can do perception, especially since she tried to go after the plushies the last time. Yes, you may roll perception to see if you get her, if you beat her stealth. This should be interesting real quick. Flip the character sheets.
Oh, it's one. It's a +5 to perception. I thought it was +4. Alright, so 17 plus 5.
So that
22. That's a beat.
Yeah, you did actually spot her. Just ever so slightly, you spot her.
I'm gonna grab her again and be like, nope.
All right, grapple check to see if you. Well, actually, it depends. How far? How much movement did you use to start sneaking?
Probably a full movement.
Full movement.
30 feet.
30 feet. So when you're seeing her, you have. I'll give you one dex save to see if you can catch up to her in time and get your hand on her. And then if you do, then we'll do a grapple.
So dex, you said?
Yep, dex to try and catch up and grab her.
Oh, you're not gonna win this. I'm sorry. I have a +7 to my dex save, and I rolled a 17.
And if you want, you can roll a dex to try and avoid the grab.
Let me look at it because it's been a minute.
Should we put the Orkin on a leash?
I know, right?
What Orkin? I'm not an Orkin.
Sorry, no offense.
I'm a half. I'm a elf.
All right.
Yeah, she's a
health.
I think when you say that, RuffDraft, you hear a whimper from behind you.
Oh no!
Oh, you make me
His tail
upset.
stops wagging.
Yeah, mine was a 10.
So yeah, she gets a hold of you.
You're gonna kind of
and
get the
that'll slow you
side
down a little bit.
You're gonna kind of get the side eye from Elonin, by the way, too.
He shrinks down a bit. Sorry.
Oh. Poor RuffDraft. He's trying hard. Okay. All right, so as you guys are doing this, you start hearing the rustling in the trees as this creature is getting closer. Does anyone else do anything before the next thing that happens?
Well, since I had to watch her from escaping, I'm kind of watching the robot child to make sure he doesn't decide to try and sneak after these things either.
I think
this is where we
Anubis
tag
will
team. He
vanish.
goes around, and he'll be able to make it, or she'll have to let go of me, and then I can make it. It's
Unfortunately, the robot's too busy trying to feed the bat.
Yeah.
That's right. He's so busy with the bat.
He's
He's not paying attention.
not trying to flavor the meat in order to try to.
He's distracted. Good.
What are you trying to flavor the meat with?
Apparently, I have mixed spices.
Oh, okay.
Trying to make it taste better for it.
Specifically, it says chili peppers.
Oh,
okay. So you season this meat. Lorelei, roll me another roll to see if it makes it more enticing.
Okay.
Because why not?
Let me roll. Hang on.
I'm feeding the bat chili pepper meat.
That was a 7.
Oh, that made it worse. That made it way worse. He
That's
wasn't
going.
close to that.
It like
It's get it. Just like no.
I like it.
No,
You
it just
ruined
goes.
it.
No, it just goes. But this would be normally good for a lot of people. He tries to see what's wrong.
you can't
Too much-
taste your robot.
So some robots do have
Yes.
sensory mechanisms in their mouths to be able to taste. They don't need to eat, but they can eat. Some of them can.
Well, okay, then.
It depends on the type of
Yeah.
things
So
that the scientist did.
I was
Knowing
going.
the scientist that did him, yes, it would have that ability.
Okay, then.
Too hot. Too hot.
RuffDraft would have his shield out and put himself between the group and the noise.
Yeah, Dag's kind of doing the same thing, kind of like joining RuffDraft to make a wall, basically.
You
And
know,
you guys
just be
might
nice.
want to head towards the base instead of staying in the area.
You know, just seeing what's going on with the robot child is like, see, this is why we don't decide to eat like meat covered in peppers. Get your butt over here.
And as everybody's doing all this stuff, right, and talking, everything else, that's when plushies come out. This is the original drawing, the very original drawing. This is the very first time I ever drew it. And this is the AI one I was able to generate today. And that would, with the way that the flowers are around it, that would be a baby because they are very large.
You know what it kind of reminds me of?
What?
It kind of reminds me of like a giant version of like the puffer things from Harry Potter. You know, the pygmy puff?
Yeah, I can see that. I can kind of see that.
It's like a giant version of a pygmy puff.
Yeah, it is kind of like a pygmy puff. You're right. Actually, what's generated this creature was that in high school, someone had done a whole bunch of like mutated creatures, and loved doing drawings, but didn't like doing the story about them, or not a lot of stories. So he just like had the basics, and he's like, "Here, put this in your book," because at the time I was writing a book. And so I took those, made a story around them, and then I'm like, okay, well, if they're mutated, they must have a previous version of themselves, right? Of what they should have looked like. And I drew this plushie, and that's where the plushie came from. This is the non-mutated version of it. Hey, Grandpa! But anyway, so we have the plushie come out, and the little baby one is the one that's the AI generated one. And that's what it looks like and stuff. And then the other ones are like about triple the size of that thing. So they're standing tall. They're huge.
So, is this
yes.
a baby or is this a big one that's come for us?
So there is a baby and two big ones.
It's a little family.
It's a little family. And anyone that had a good perception the first time the squeak happened can tell that the little squeak coming from the baby is the one that squeaked originally. Aww. So when it heard all the Lyron, it was scared because the Lyron hunt them. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it went and got mommy and daddy because it had heard us and saw Alastor and was all excited about Alastor and wanted to hug Alastor, but the Lyrons had scared it away. But now that we've hunted the Lyrons and the Lyrons are gone, now they're coming back. So you see this little family of plushies, and they are the cutest things ever. And they reach out. Let's see if I can get my hands up. They reach out as they want to, like that, and the arms and squeak at you like they want hugs.
Puppies.
But they don't want hugs.
Oh, no, they want hugs. They really want hugs. Mm-hmm. They love hugs.
Not the good kind of hugs.
No, I've already had one hug from you guys. I do not need another one.
Explain.
They're really, really friendly, but they don't understand their own strength, and they will break your bones.
Question: how does that friendliness work with animal animosity?
Oh yeah, with animal animosity.
That is a good question.
So I would say that they're trying to steer clear of you. They're trying to go around and kind of like there's a different. You know how when you hold down a squeaky toy and you let go real slow, like that.
Yeah,
they do that to you. Like there's something wrong with you.
So Gray's not the only one avoiding you.
Now, at this time, they are not aggressive, so nothing else happens. If you, for some reason, make them aggressive, have fun, Fengwendolyn. Because you know why? Because you know the feat. And for those that might end up listening or anything, if we ever do this, he has taken the feat animal animosity, and when an animal becomes aggressive towards him, they will purposefully go towards him versus the rest of the party because
They will target me.
they will purposely target you. All right,
So cool.
they are now moving slowly towards you. They don't go really fast when they're trying to hug. They're just kind of like meandering over, like ee, ee, and they start speaking at you.
Am I still being held?
Yes, I'm not letting you go. I don't trust you.
Can I try to break free?
Yes, you may try to break free. Grapple check.
Do I have to roll to see what my strength is?
Yep. And knowledge. Now that they are in the clearing, you hear the squeaking much louder. So if you want to, you can either roll again, see if you notice, or you can say because everyone else is interacting with them, you can say you notice. Either way, however you'd like to do that.
I'm sorry, I'm
Again.
rolling really well right now. You're not getting away. I just rolled a 19. I have +4 to my strength.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, I got
Knowledge just rolled twice. I just rolled twice. A 20 and a 19 with a -1. So he actually noticed now.
Yeah, so you see the mushies. There's a
Okay.
little family of them, and they are reaching out like they want huggies.
Do I
And you have
notice
not
these?
been into any of the other conversation, so you have no clue what they said earlier about hugging.
Yep.
Do not hug them.
No, Knowledge is actually going to go over and start researching these things. Ooh.
Careful.
As you start moving towards, Crystal was right next to you. You might not want to get too close to them. They hurt. Does he listen?
He tilts his head and just goes, "Hurt how?"
Their hugs are really, 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 really tight.
It's just a bear hug. You'll live. Possibly.
Wouldn't actually be able to damage him. He is technically made of metal.
Don't tempt Sparky.
I love the nicknames.
Knowledge just heads over there, and he's actually not going to try to hug them, but he's going to be. You see him just like looking at it. He lifts one of the arms. He's just
okay. As you
he's
lift
writing
the
notes.
arms, they get excited. They go, and they reach out to grab you. Do you let them?
Try to resist, but I have very bad strength.
You can use
That's
strength
so
or
bad.
dexterity because they're reaching out, so you haven't touched you yet. So you could use dexterity to avoid the grab.
It's so bad.
It don't matter either way.
I'm guessing you rolled really bad.
I rolled a 7, and even with my dexterity, that's only a 10.
Yeah,
Oh.
nope. They get a hold of you, and they're so excited. The whole
dear.
doing a little dance as they're hugging you. It's a whole like group hug, and they're like eep, eep, eep. Like that. and it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter.
Elonia's gonna look over at RuffDraft and be like, "Okay, I want to stop being on babysitting duty for those two." Kind of gesturing towards Fengwendolyn, who she's still holding, and the robot child.
Rough Draft is like, sometimes experience is knowledge.
Yeah,
no good.
I would agree. And she's like rubbing the bridge of her nose. I mean, I had the same problem with Crystal. She didn't learn until she got the hug. How durable is this thing?
Well, he fell through a wooden dock, so I'm assuming he's kind of heavy.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. And
They might have trouble lifting him. That's about it.
That's about it.
They're like doing it together as a group.
Yeah, they are. They're doing it as a group. Oh, no. They lift him. I'm not even gonna roll for it because I know how strong these things are. They lift him, no problem.
How heavy is you?
300
like over 200 some pounds. I think he's like 3 or what is it? I think it's like
technically I'm 295 or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're like close to 300. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, no, they lift him. They lift him. And they're so happy. They're getting a hug. And they're so excited. They completely ignored all the rest of you guys now. They are focusing on hugging him now. And as they're hugging, you hear as it starts to get tighter and tighter around all of the metal, and you start hearing that creaking sound as it starts.
Okay.
Concern.
No, Joshie goes, okay, that's a little too much now. I'm gonna have to teach you all a lesson now. It's time for you to develop some knowledge. He claps his hands and casts thunder wave.
Oh.
No. No.
So for the ones that are that have interacted with Pupsies from the previous season, that is what he's like, no!
We're only level 1. Come on.
Don't do that.
I don't mean to hurt you.
They squeal out in pain, and you can roll your damage for what you did.
Yeah, I need to double check the damage for that spell.
Yeah, okay.
Quick question, how close are we to the robot child? Because he might get us too.
It hits 15 feet.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Oh. I'd be out on the edge of that because he's still kind of between them and the party.
I'm going to say, yes. The closest ones are RuffDraft and Dag. The rest of you guys are behind them.
Okay, so are we like out of the range? Because I think my character's still wet from when she followed people in the boat.
I know,
It's
right?
not lightning, it's thunder.
It's thunder.
Okay, oh no.
No, it's sound.
Yeah, so it's sound related, which is force damage. Also,
no, it's not actually force damage. They list thunder as a different thing.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So, what is the range style? Is it
15
circumference?
feet.
Is it
It's 15 feet cube around me.
a cube around you? Oh, okay. I was before you said that. I did have a number in my mind of how far we were. The plushies were about 20 feet out, so you're right on that edge of almost hitting RuffDraft and them, RuffDraft and Dag. But I think we're good. Okay.
Oh, clap!
You just feel that. You feel the brush of the wind as you can tell RuffDraft that if you were closer, you would have gotten hit. You know.
And the plushies now have been launched 10 feet away from me.
Do they have a strength saving throw or anything like that?
Yeah, I need to triple check. They have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving. Okay.
See, big brain works. I knew thunder was usually Constitution.
And I wasn't expecting to have to do this. I should have expected that I'd have to do this, but I have to pull up the pushy monster sheet now.
No, you don't. You don't have to. The Illyrians can come back. Yeah, the last 2. That's what happens.
Because you fared so well against the Lyrons.
I have more friends now.
I'm so sorry I got us into this.
Oh, you're fine. I knew this
it's
was
in
gonna
character.
get
us into this. You got you into this.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
honestly,
RuffDraft
I'd
just
almost
goes
thought
pale.
about
It's like,
calling out
oh.
the time and say don't hurt them, but Dag's also irritated that yet again tried to go to the plushies. So she's like, "Yeah, we'll have you learn the hard way." That's where Dag's at this point. He's clicking on the wrong thing. I need that.
Okay. You know, hearing Dag say that is gonna look over and go, "What if they break him?"
Fix?
That?
Points to Cristal. Fix. You have a lot of confidence in me. I've never worked on him. You know that, right?
Hard?
Concern.
Another chance to escape? Question mark.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you escape.
Well, it's a little too late now, but you could have just played dead.
I'm focusing very hard on holding on to you. I'm not trusting you to run over into this mess.
That actually might be one of the few ways to get them off of him is by having me run over there.
Yeah, that's true because they don't like her.
Hilariously, Knowledge is now just pointing his finger at the plushie. He goes, You have to play nice. You gotta be careful of how much strength you apply to something. Yeah, you could have hurt someone.
Well, you hurt them. I'm still pulling up the chat thing or the stats. So we're going to say get pushed back. So
It's
as you
going to
push
cause them to go red, right?
their fur shifts bright red.
Oh
That's
no.
And
good.
fur starts to stand up like say a porcupine would. And all those hairs on their back get rigid and sharp and straight. And you hear that nasty, like again, that inhale of the squeaky toy sound as it looks at you. They look at you and they push the baby behind them. And oh, they are mad.
And Noah just tilts his head, intrigued by this development. He has no idea what's going on.
Knowledge
Yeah, I think
die.
I think Gray looks at Rough Draft and then Dag. He died.
He might. No, you might want to get behind us or maybe go to the base. Go that way. Go to the base. Go.
Noah just does as he's told. He just, okay.
And Dag will rush forward towards them. Hey, over here, come that way. Trying to get them to follow her. Does anyone else do anything?
What's Fengwendolyn doing?
Trying to still break out of the grapple.
Come on, it's time to
I'll give you
go.
one more time to break out the grapple. Go ahead. Because Fengwendolyn might need to learn this as well.
Yeah. So do I have to do a strength check?
Yep.
I know mouth to mouth.
Well, mine.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that she's free this time. I rolled a 3, I have a +4 to that.
Yeah, I rolled a 14 plus 5, so 19.
So you win this time.
You can free.
Yeah, so she's gonna basically just kind of slip out using her size. She's gonna be like, oh,
Grab.
Starts running towards the plushies like,
Grab. Can RuffDraft grab since he's right there? Huh?
I don't know.
Say that again?
Oh no, can RuffDraft try to grab as a reaction of just as a last ditch effort to grab Fengwendolyn?
Yeah. Right. Roll a dexterity to see if you can react quickly enough to stop it.
Dexterity saving or dexterity check?
Oh,
it's the same anyway.
I would say check.
Yeah. That is a 7.
Oh
I'm
no.
changing the die again.
Knowledge can do something to bring him back. Bring her back.
No.
No.
I rolled a 10 on the die plus my 5, so 15.
Okay. And 15 for dodging, right?
Yeah.
Okay, seeing this one get seeing her get away and miss, I'm just gonna look at Dag and be like, well, that happened. I tried.
Go squish.
That's fine. Some people just need to learn.
So they won't die?
She's watching. See, die, but I'll try to avoid it.
Mina fix.
Wait, you can fix it?
Yes.
Oh, well, don't worry about the machine. All right. She did point to where the base is, so you have that option if you guys want to run towards the base if you want to. Otherwise, I know RuffDraft is trying to be defensive. Dag's trying to get them to follow her instead. Fengwendolyn is running towards them. Roll initiative.
Fear the halfling.
So we all have to roll initiative now?
Oh, that's terrible.
We're all rolling initiative now?
Yep.
12.
I got a 7.
I am so lucky I have a +10 to my initiative, so it's a 16.
Sheesh. Go ahead and post it in the chat. That way I have all the numbers. That'll make it easier.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta see that. I go before Fengwendolyn, apparently.
Apparently.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a
Oh,
5.
I only rolled a 6, but
I rolled a
luckily I took a bunch of things to up my initiative because I know I have the initiative curse. I have these amazing characters, and for some reason I will always roll like really low numbers and usually be the last one in the turn order. So it was like everything I can possibly do to up my initiative, please.
So who has higher dexterity, Anubis or Elonin?
Not
RuffDraft.
sure.
yeah, check your.
My dexterity
Let's see
is
here.
well, apparently I have a 20, and it says I have a +7 to my dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you definitely beat it.
I got a 20 in dexterity.
Nice.
Nice. She is the dexterous one.
In all fairness, I needed that for my thieving things.
Granted, I have a 20 in intelligence, so I'm the smartest thing in the world.
My intelligence is 18.
I'm smarter than you.
I looked at my intelligence recently. Crystal also has a 20 in her intelligence.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled this character so brokenly.
Good. Now we know who'll survive the onslaught of the intellect devourers.
I'm gonna apologize to Fengwendolyn before I get to my turn because I know what I'm gonna be having knowledge do.
Oh. Why am I getting flashbacks to the first time you played this game?
All right. From one of the stats I'm seeing, it looks like Gray gets to go first. Lorelei. Oh, there's Onubis. Okay, I see it. All right, go ahead. So, what is Gray in this situation? Do you try to avoid it? Do you try to pull everyone away? What do you do? Or do you engage?
I don't think she's gonna do anything at the moment. I think she's just gonna vanish.
Yep. She vanishes behind. She's invisible now. All right.
Vanish.
Now, are you standing behind RuffDraft still, or have you backed off?
She has backed off. She's like the nearest tree. She's like hiding, hiding near.
Where you're standing, you guys are kind of like, so there's the training area, kind of a little bit of an empty spot, and the tree. So your next thing to hide behind would be one of the training obstacles.
Okay, so then she's hiding behind one of the training obstacles.
Okay. All right, so that's your turn. Are you gonna hold any actions or anything like that, or is that it?
That's it for now. Okay.
Then it's Crystal. I don't think she has any way to calm these things down. It'd be nice if she did, but I don't think she does. I don't think she's got a lot of spells. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, no. I think she will call out to everybody. Follow me, I'll show you where the base is. That way you don't have to worry about it. Because these things hit hard. Come on, this way. And she will start running towards the tunnel. So for anyone that wants to follow, that will be her action for her turn. The next person after Crystal, let's see, that's a 16. Anubis and Malta are also 16. I don't know who won on that.
Who has a higher dex?
My dex is 20. Well, seeing this, she's gonna be like, yeah, she kinda doesn't think this is probably a good idea, so she's gonna kind of back off a bit at first. So she's backing off a bit more closer to like the thing, but kind of still watching because she doesn't want Knowledge and Fengwendolyn to die.
Yeah, so she backs off maybe like halfway, but not all the way there.
Yeah.
So you're I would say you're about 30 feet from the plushies now.
And she's gonna stock in her weapons ready just in case she needs to.
Okie doke. Sounds good. All right. And then we have Anubis. Go ahead.
And Anubis is going to appear behind one of the plushies.
Okay.
Because he was trying to, again, like Dag, draw them off.
Yes.
Because he did vanish earlier.
Yes, he did. I do remember that.
So he's going to appear behind one of them, try and, if he needs to, hit one to get their attention, and then try and back off.
Okay. Go ahead.
So let me roll for that. Let's see. He is going to... Okay, cool. You're going to... Let's see... That hit. First of all, does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so you see him back up, and you see this, like, ball of light appear in Anubis' hands. And then hits into one of the plushies as he backs up. Alright, so that would be 12 damage.
Okay. Write that
to
down.
one of the big ones.
Okay.
And then he would back up a little bit to try and get them to chase him.
All right. Are you calling out to him or saying anything, or just back?
Hey, hey,
All right.
get over here. You know, chase me basically. And that was it.
And that
And
was
to the
all
group.
game,
Get
correct?
out of here! Into the group.
I'll put that down there so that way I can remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is your turn, correct?
Mm-hmm.
First plushie. All right. One of them was Dag was focusing on, and the other one was the other. I'm going to say plushie one. Did you choose which one at all, or do you care?
I don't care.
All right. I think you hit plushie one just because it's the first one, the way it's easy for me to think of it. And plushie two is the one that's going to go first. Sees that you have hurt its mate, turns to you. And let's see. Actually, no. Now the Fengwendolyn thing kicks in as well. So, I'm going to do this. I'm going to roll. We'll roll because you have hurt its mate. So, I'm going to give it a roll for it. We're going to go 50-50. If it goes high, it'll go to Anubis. If it's low, it'll go to Fengwendolyn. And it low. Guess what, Fengwendolyn? It turns to you, squeaks ferociously. And it curls up and just focuses, and spikes disperse as it does basically a pin missile style attack. This will work out nice because this is a ranged attack, or a area effect style attack. Though I will say that it would move towards you. You haven't had a chance to move since last time, correct? Fengwendolyn?
Yeah. Correct.
So it would probably move towards you some. Specifically focusing on you. But would do the pin missile, and so we're going to put it right in the middle between you and Anubis, so that way I hit both of you. That way I just hit both of you. And I will roll for. I'll give you a dex saving throw for that.
That's cute.
Please roll well.
Plus saves. Where's what saves that? Dirty 20.
You save, you get half damage. Anubis?
18.
Yes, very much the Pushy's pin missile. Yes, that is what it looks like, knowledge. And what was yours, Lorelei?
18.
You pass as well. Okay, so you get half of this. So I rolled 12 damage, so 6 damage to both of you. How you guys do?
Ow.
6, right?
Yep, 6. I'm not liking how it's focusing on her. That's what Dag calls out.
It looks like it's Dag's turn.
Yep. Dag is going to. Let's see here. Oh, she can't do that. Hang on, I gotta message something to Lorelei because I did not think about this earlier.
Oh, okay.
Intermission.
All right. Dag opens her tattered wings. And flaps them and flies towards Fengwendolyn and will try to swoop and pick her up and pull her away. We'll see how well that goes. How heavy are you?
Fengwendolyn?
Yeah.
She is 62 pounds.
Oh, yes, this is. Oh, it's nothing for her. Okay, good. This worked out good because this is way under her weight limit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She swoops down and tries to grab you, and I will roll. Let's see, with probably a dex to see if she can time it right. And you will notice, for anyone that wants to pay attention, she's not. Her flight's kind of cockeyed because of the way the wings are. It's not a perfect flight. Let's see. That's a dex. Back over here.
Be an attack helicopter.
I hate when D&D Beyond does that. Stop it! I try to scroll and it reloads the thing. It's so annoying. That. Thank you. 18. To grab Fengwendolyn. Do you allow her to swoop you away?
She really wants a hug.
All right, roll me a dex to see if you can avoid the 18 of me trying to grab you.
That's a nat 1, so no.
You were not expecting her to swoop down and grab you. Partly probably because you couldn't quite lock on to her pattern of her flight because again her flight's not completely straight. It kind of wavers like this.
I would say that Fengwendolyn has completely not even noticed anything going beyond. She just wants a hug from the pushy.
Oh, she's zoned into the hug.
And her ADHD is just kicking in. She's hyper focused. Focused on it. She's like, I want a hug. And so by the time she swoops down to pick her up, she's just like, ah! She's screaming and flailing.
So with that, she will fly over to you and do that. And of course, it had to reload again. I love this. I love this so much. D&D Beyond, you're so annoying sometimes. All right. Flight speed is 50. Okay. So she's going to fly 50. Well, it'll be about, I'm going to say about 10 feet to you and then 40 feet back. So she's going to fly 40 feet towards the tunnel. And basically she's heading that direction. She's basically going to fly you to the tunnel and drop you into the tunnel is what she's planning on doing. If you've ever seen Howl's Moving Castle, she's doing that.
Okay.
All right. So that's her turn. And that was Dag. So let's see here. Oh, thank you for lining that. Let's see here. No, that's the wrong thing. Never mind.
I was gonna roll a bunch of dice and.
I'm sorry. That's just what Dag would have done. I'm sorry. Let's see here. So Dag was that one 14. So next one would be 8. So Pushy 2. With Fengwendolyn being out of range a little bit more, I think it turns focus on Anubis and starts following that direction. And it will raise its paw. Because it's focusing directly on you instead of more than one person, right? And he's gonna do it. And when it goes like this and opens its paw, it does the whole retractable claw thing, and does that and swings to try and hit you. All right, and does a 17 hit?
No.
All right. I'll let you describe how you dodge out of the way of this, if you'd like.
So as these claws come down, Anubis just kind of like vanishes into a shadow and appears.
I feel like I need to own a rubber ducky every time I use these plushies so I can actually do the rubber ducky sounds.
I was looking for his cow so I could squeak it.
Yeah, there you go.
I just couldn't find it on the bed. I looked, otherwise I was going to squeak it. That way you can hear.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so you dodge. The next one after Pushy, that was 8, so 7 looks like the next one. No, I missed Rough Draft. He was 12. Go ahead, Rough Draft.
So who's left that's close to these pushies?
Let's see. Malta started running away. Knowledge started running away. Fengwendolyn got swooped away. Gray has disappeared. So the closest ones is Anubis and Rough Draft at this time.
Okay, so he'll retreat, but he won't pass up anyone to retreat.
Right.
He'll kind of keep a shield, feeling this is the best course of action. So kind of the action is dodge, I guess.
Right. Yeah, you're doing the dodge action so that you can avoid being hit, kind of thing, and you're going to use your shield to protect. And the closest one to you as you're heading towards the base is Malta, from what I remember of how everyone was not running.
So he'll go up to Malta.
And Knowledge. Both of them started running back.
Yeah. He will kind of yell out, "We're sorry," if that makes a difference. And that's it.
Okay. So that's Rough Draft. Okay, then Knowledge is next.
Okay. Now, a question.
Yes.
Well, 2 questions. First off, is everybody being pulled away from the plushies now?
Yes. The only one that's near the plushies at this time is Anubis, and you're not sure where he went because he kind of did the whole disappear thing again. He kind of goes in and out.
So if visually I can see everybody's away from the plushies, I'm gonna disrupt the plushies.
Why?
Because I'm gonna make sure they can't get to us as easily.
Well, I mean, Rough Draft is closer to the plushies than you are, because he's actively. You can tell he's actively has his shield out, ready to defend as he's backing everybody up. And you do see that the plushies have turned their attention to wherever Anubis went. So they are already distracted. But if you want to go ahead and distract, you are more than welcome to.
Well, I'm not really trying to distract them in terms of the thing. I'm going to use Earth Tremor and make it so that they can't approach us as easily.
Ah, okay. How are you going to do that?
According to the spell, it says I can cast it up to 10 feet away from me to a spot up to 10 feet away from me. So I'm going to aim it 10 feet away from me and cast it.
Okay.
In a 10-foot cube.
Okay, yeah. So you're basically trying to make kind of like a difficult terrain for them. Ooh, what's that?
Card sleeves.
Neat. All right, go ahead and do that. Put up the spell if you don't mind.
All right, give me a second to find out the damage on this one. If it hits them. Oh, also it will knock them prone if they get hit.
Nice.
Good night.
They must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And you said it was 10 feet in front of you, right?
Yep, 10 feet in front of you, and it hits a 10-foot cube, it says.
Okay. So that would also mean Anubis give me a dex save as well.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't see the Anubis.
Nope, you can't see Anubis.
Nope. Anubis is going, damn robot.
All right. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, I rolled a nat 20 for one of the plushies.
Oh, so it's not going prone.
Nope. And what was the DC?
Oh, I gotta look at my character's spell save.
All right, you look at that. Anubis, how'd you roll?
19.
19. The other plushie got a straight 18 plus mod, so I kind of doubt any of them are going to go prone, but we'll see.
It's a 15.
Yeah, no, everyone's good. So no one gets prone.
Okay, but they still have to roll. I still have to roll 1d6 damage.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh no, on a failed save, that's when they take 1d6 damage. Never mind.
Oh, so do they get knocked prone without or
No.
no?
If they succeed to save, they dodge the 1d6 and the prone.
Oh,
Okay, so it's a hit or miss. Okay.
good try.
The automatic thing is the ground in the area is now, so long as it's made of earth or stone, becomes difficult terrain until cleared. For each 5-foot diameter portion, requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
All you hear from the background as from behind you acknowledges, "Stop messing up my training area!"
No, it's just about to disrupt the thing from the training area.
Are we sure? No, are we sure that knowledge doesn't have Dag animosity?
I know, right? I'm starting to wonder.
By the way, it says I have to have a somatic component. His somatic component is stomping on the ground.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. So that's your turn. I love it. It looks like the last one is Fengwendolyn of the round. Fengwendolyn, you are in Dag's arms.
I don't know what I would do. She can't break free. She knows that. And if she does, she's gonna fall really far. She could attack helicopter, but why would she attack the cute little thing? She wouldn't. So I think at this point she's just kind of like slapping Dag's arm like, no. Just flailing about.
I have enough trouble trying to stay steady. Quit that.
She's just flailing about in your arms, just like, no, I wanted to go hug the plushies.
Hug Crystal later. She's fluffy.
Maybe.
All right. With that, if everyone is continuing to run away, I'm perfectly fine with ending it, or we can do another round. Which would you guys rather?
I'm fine either way.
I'm fine running away from these things. I'd rather
It
not.
sounds like everyone's disengaging at this point, and they're focusing on Anubis.
Anubis is also going, when he vanished, he is going to be, on his turn, he is going to be disengaging and moving.
Yeah, because you're going to pop up over here and get him to go there, and then disappear. Yep. You got and Anubis and Dag have had plenty of experience with these things, so they know how to mess around with them and get them away to go away. All right, sounds like we're good. So as you guys all rush to avoid the pushies and get towards, you're following Crystal, you're following Dag as they're going to the tunnel. Dag does the whole, Howl's Moving Castle with the flying and dropping, like swooping down low and dropping Fengwendolyn into the tunnel, into a bunch of bushes is what you see. You don't see a tunnel, you see bushes. And she gets flung into the bushes, and then she turns around to make sure everyone else is coming in, and she'll land back next to RuffDraft. Again, kind of cockeyed as she lands.
No, it just says to Fengwendolyn, at least it's better than the lightning lure.
He just looks at you and he's just like, I wanted to hug the puppies. How dare you?
At that comment, you hear from behind RuffDraft as Gray reappears. Sure, good guy. Pointing at knowledge.
You caused this. You ruined her chance to hug the pushies. And Gwendolyn will remember this.
The Nargles will come after you.
This is wonderful.
Apparently I am the Nargles.
Yeah. At this point, you probably create them.
Yeah.
They power me.
Yeah. Oh, sheesh. Okay, so as you guys come towards the bush and stuff, and she's herding everybody that direction, Crystal runs into the bushes where Fengwendolyn landed. Fengwendolyn, you're the first one through the bushes. You land on dirt past the bushes. You like hit the bushes. It kind of slows you down, and you kind of roll into the tunnel. And you're just kind of like you're on the dirt, you're on the ground, kind of just sitting there, and you're inside of you're inside of like a cave. And Crystal runs in like, hang on, and she whistles, and the wolf comes in and looks at her like, what do you need? Kind of like look to her, and she's like, go, and tells her to go, and she runs to down the tunnel. Okay. Everyone else is rushing over there and getting ushered back with Dag. Dag is next to RuffDraft as they're coming back, and she's folding her wings back up and walking with you. Everyone else kind of gets that way, and she'll tell Fengwendolyn, don't walk yet. Wait. Well, I guess this is one way of introducing you to our home. I don't know if Dad was going to let you in, but I guess we kind of have to now. So, yay! New friends.
So, while this is going on,
I'm
gonna kind of walk over to the idiot robot child. She's gonna get back again on the head, and she's gonna be like, "So what have we learned?"
He tilts his head and just goes, "Always have a thunder wave ready in case you need to, in case you need to get them off you."
She gives him a
He's
second
not
smack.
wrong.
Yeah, she gives him a second smack, and she goes, "We learned don't mess with those things."
Robot die?
Bubba might die if he doesn't learn. So here's what you do next time you see a plushie. If you want to hug it, just make sure you play dead before it squishes you. And don't hurt it, because they are very mean when they're mad, and they hurt really bad.
I seen that.
There's a reason we ran. You should have seen poor Dag. She had a broken arm for like a week.
Because it seems they have a very feral form once they've been attacked.
Yeah, they do.
I learned a lot today. He's not right.
Is there anything interesting in this tunnel?
Is there are roll perception.
You know, it is just given and always this look like, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
15.
I learned a lot today.
Also, don't let my toilet bite them. That went really, really bad. You think they were feral then?
Don't do what again?
Don't let my twilight bat bite a plushie. That was really, really bad.
Rat.
15. Is there anything interesting that I can see within who knows where?
So you notice that there's a lot of texture to the cave walls. With a 13, you can tell that there. I'm sorry, what?
15.
15. Okay. You can tell that there's indents in the walls. That there's like certain. You can probably gather from what you're seeing is that there might be holes for like traps or something similar to that. But you're not fully sure. You just know that there are some sort of like holes and slits and different textures in the cave walls.
And Gwendolyn's just gonna like try to like climb up on the tallest person, trying to look down the tunnel.
That would be Crystal.
She's getting crawled up on.
All right. And I think she just giggles. Ain't
you here?
Oh, don't bite! Yes, I know she's intruding on your territory, but no bite. It's okay.
I can't see down the tunnel. It's too far, and I'm too short.
Like that.
I see all these slits. It looks like there's traps, and I want to look.
So yes, there is traps. That's why we're not walking at the moment. And there's a reason you can't see down the tunnel. It's supposed to be hard to see down the tunnel so people don't see what's coming.
Knowledge is going to do something though,
Yes.
because he heard Fengwendolyn say she wanted to hug the plushies. Knowledge walks over and goes, "Well, I've managed to see what the plushies are like. I can replicate it for you if you want to feel the experience."
You're not. You're not fluffy.
Can I hit the robot child again?
Yes, you may hit the water child again.
You know what? No. Here's what Fengwendolyn does. She's like, sure. And she'll like reach out her hand and then shocking grasp.
Wait. Aren't I weak to that?
Probably, you're made of metal.
Yeah, vulnerability to lightning.
Yeah.
Are you still on Crystal?
She's using it like a joy
Is
buzzer.
Fengwendolyn still on Crystal?
Yeah.
You're still getting hissed at. Still getting hissed at and almost bit.
Who's trying to bite me?
So the Twilight bat on her shoulder is hissing at you and wanting to bite, and she keeps telling him no. You're in its territory.
I just look towards the bat and I'm like, oh, calm down.
I need to double check how that wild magic flaw in my core works.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
all this happening in the tunnel. Oh my word.
It was a 19 to hit, by the way.
Oh, that hits.
D8.
Knowledge's armor class is only 14.
Oh.
That's an 8 on the die, so 16 lightning damage.
Ow.
Naomi, I just texted you a question.
Knowledge is down. He only had 6 hit points.
Oh my.
Wait, what's your total hit points?
6.
Wouldn't that be beyond your total and negative?
Yeah.
So the way I do the overpowered thing, I don't usually do it too much in the sense of like insta death. I don't do insta death usually.
Wait, why is your hit points only 6?
He's a wizard.
We're level 1.
Okay. Yeah, but I have like 13 hit points.
Because you have a bonus from Constitution.
I have a 0 Constitution.
He has no con.
He has no bonus from Constitution, like we do.
Yeah.
They literally can get killed by a paper cut.
If it helps, she was not intending to do damage, more so like a joy buzzer effect where she holds the hand and then it's like...
So what I will do with this is basically you're saying that you are not trying to kill. So I will say it's kind of like you're pulling your hit, kind of like if you were to hit somebody, you're to knock out and not to actually kill. So you are now knocked out.
She just kind of like looks down.
I will say you will notice it hurt him a little bit more than you were expecting.
So here's a question.
What you get for letting me with lightning.
Here's a question now. The core. How does that work again?
So the core was not specifically damaged directly. Your body was damaged. She was not aiming at your core. You are now basically knocked out, as like someone were to knock you on the back of the head, kind of thing.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out when the wild magic situation kicks up.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I got to roll 2.
Yes, you do. Can you send that part of it to me again? Because I forget, or read it to me again because I don't remember the wild magic part of it.
Okay, give me a second. Get my features and traits.
I think I tried last time, but RuffDraft will try to carry him because he had.
Yeah, what is your carry / push pull drive?
Carry capacity 270, push drag or lift 540.
Yeah, 270. I think if I remember correct, he was right close. Yeah, he's
like 260 or something like that.
Yeah, he was close to 300. So if you and say like Dag work together, you could totally. Well, you can drag him. You can drag him for sure. You can't fully lift him, but you can drag him. And then if Dag helps you, you could totally do the lift and carry him out.
Yeah, that's fine. So he'll be covered.
Yep.
Unlimited, unrepairable, and prone to outbursts of wild magic.
Okay. So, and that's all it says?
Yeah, that's all it says.
All right. I'm going to give you, write this down for your thing, okay? Let's say if you go unconscious, roll me a d6. If you get a 1 or a 5, it outbursts. And then we'll worry about the other outbursts later.
So 1 and 5?
Yes.
Oh boy.
He can use my list. I've got a whole wild magic table.
Yeah, you can send in the wild
All
magic.
right. Let's do this.
I also gave you wild magic tables too,
Oh yes,
Naomi.
yes. There's also did we put that in Warrior League at all?
I don't know.
Negative.
I gave it to you. I don't know if you posted it or not.
I don't know. Go ahead.
was not posted.
Knowledge. Yes, I heard you.
I rolled the 5.
Oh, so get that. Okay.
5 for the wild magic table.
My mouth is
Let's
use
open
it.
and everything.
Ask which one, Naomi.
Roll a d100.
Yeah, just roll. We'll use Gregory's tonight, and I will post it on Warrior League later if you remind me.
Reloading is going to be very annoyed of you.
But I backed this Kickstarter that
Yeah.
gave us basically 400 different wild magic effects.
I rolled 100.
100? Oof.
What does that do?
Bouncy ground. All creatures within 30 feet must make a dexterity saving throw or be thrown 20 feet into the air, suffering 3d6 fall damage, or inside of the cave.
We're gonna be all waking up early in the morning, bruised
I
and
kind
battered.
of hate and love that I got a good death save here because I was hoping for this specific roll to be on something a little bit more dangerous than this. But I got a nat 20 and I have a +7 to my deaths, so that makes it a 27.
Nice. So you were already on alert because of how nonsensical these two were being. So you're fine. You do fine. All right. So what was the DC for that? Because I got to roll for my characters.
It just says dexterity saving throw, which would be equal to his because it's his wild magic surge.
So that'll
not
be
mine.
15.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. So you're not gonna believe this. I rolled both of my D20s at the same time for both my characters.
I failed.
I got nat 20 on both of them.
Nice. Gotta love it.
Dirty
Nice.
20.
Nice.
A dirty 5.
A dirty.
I'll carry Fengwendolyn over the shoulder and drag
Yeah, I know. Right?
knowledge behind.
All right, Fengwendolyn, you get to do it. Did anyone not pass besides Fengwendolyn? Like everyone else is good, right? Okay.
It's
All right,
it's half
Fengwendolyn.
on a successful one.
Also, knowledge auto fails.
Yep.
Yep.
Which means I get a death save.
Yep.
Fail.
Yep. You got a death fail.
12 damage
He's
to
now not
everyone.
stabilized.
6 if you passed.
Yes.
Basically, knowledge falls over and wherever he falls, the ground just turns to bouncy.
And as you do, you bounce up as well. Hit the
Finn
top
Gwendolyn is now
of the-
unconscious.
Yes.
So what happens is that Finn Gwendolyn reaches out her hand to yay, I'll hug you, whatever. Zaps him with a joy buzzer effect. He goes unconscious, and then there's an eruption. The ground turns mushy. We all sink slightly, and then it elasticates up, and we all fly into the roof and then fall. And then Finn Gwendolyn is out for the count.
Yo.
He's down.
After that,
knowledge is death saving, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you all see Gray turn into the puppy and bound over to knowledge.
Remember, he's mending.
Yep. I have it. specifically,
Mhm.
puts a paw on Knowledge's head, I fix, and casts Mending.
Doesn't it take a
You know,
And out of character, meet your cleric.
pretty sure mending's a minute?
you know she's very annoyed with these two. She's like, "Are you sure we don't want to murder them? We could easily drown them. That one's like literally afraid of water."
That's very true. I don't know if I want him in my home. He's already been so destructive.
I fix.
Yes, you did fix it. Very good, Gray.
This has been more than 6 seconds. I will roll a death
And-
save.
Yeah, go
Looks
ahead.
over at Fengwendolyn.
One time.
I know fix, and runs back behind RuffDraft.
Oh, fix!
Wow,
Okay, you did good.
that
Thank
was a
you.
3 on my death save.
Wait,
That's
Hey,
what?
2 down.
you are
You're
up.
Fixed. So you're back
You're
up
fixed.
to
Yeah,
one.
you
Never
got
mind.
fixed.
Yeah.
She did mending on you.
Forgot
See?
about that.
That's what I was like, wait,
She
what?
fix you, will not fix Fengwendolyn.
Also, you need to roll your mending to find out how much he heals.
Yep.
And I can see what I've got spell wise.
Which I just realized healing knowledge is going to be a long, tedious process.
Fengwendolyn, I will roll. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on you. That's a 1d8.
1d8 plus spell mod.
Yeah, I gotta find my 1d8 in my box. There it is. No, stop running away. Come here. All right. Hey, I rolled really good. That is a 12 healing.
I am back at 10.
Yeah.
You get 8 back.
Okay, I'm at 6 hit points.
All right. Crystal will look at Fengwendolyn. I can't do that a lot. But I can do a little bit. So try not to hurt yourself again.
Oh, that's
and
I
not
didn't
try not to hurt yourself either.
explode.
So Elodin's gonna look at Knowledge and go, okay, so we have a robot child who is a bomb. And she's gonna look over at Finger and go, maybe don't do that again.
I thought it would just be a nice little funny joke. I zap him like a joy buzzer, and he's like, "Ouch!" And we all laugh or whatever. But no, he dies and explodes, and the ground turns to rubber.
Yeah, is that
I get
fixable?
blinded.
Dag's like poking the rubber. Like Dag's poking the rubber. Can we fix that?
Elodin looks at
It'll
her and
go
goes,
away in. It'll go away in like about a minute.
Elodin just sits there
okay.
and goes, Elodin just sits there and goes, it's wild magic. Do you know
Yes.
wild
lovely.
magic?
Not really. It just sounds like someone did what wibble wobble wrong. Is that right?
Wild magic is when magic goes wrong. And something
Yes,
that you
well,
didn't
that's right.
intend
Wibble wobble
to
going wrong. Got it. Okay. Stop that. Don't do that anymore.
I think of that, like, Gray
Fengwendolyn
hides
just kind of
behind
like
RuffDraft
looks at
again.
her. She's like, "You're gonna hate me."
And
No,
please
no,
don't
it's-
shock the local wildlife. They could have been good allies.
No,
Elodin's gonna roll to see if she knows what Fengwendolyn is from that "you're gonna hate me" thing, because I want to know if she would actually kind of catch on.
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
I'm on that too.
Go ahead.
I would say
So-
roll an insight.
Yep.
I just rolled an 18. I have a +5 to insight.
Nice.
It'd be whatever my passive deception would be. So a 14.
Yeah. So yeah.
I rolled a 15 total.
So yeah,
So-
both of you are gonna catch on.
Elodin goes, "Are you a wild mage?"
Yes, he is. She is definitely a wild
Yeah,
mage.
and she makes another spark in her hand, causing a shocking grasp. And we're gonna roll again.
Oh my word.
It is not, so it does not go wild, but the count is up to 4.
Me no like.
Oh boy.
And Knowledge just raises a finger and goes, I can't help my situation. I was born this way.
Ah, I see. So
I
don't
made a
die.
contract.
Be more careful. We don't need you doing that again.
Then he just turns to Fengwendolyn and goes, I'm sorry about the whole me falling unconscious thing. I'm kind of a lightning rod.
Ilana's gonna look at Dag and go, I reevaluate. We have 2 bombs in the party.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. And so as all of you are talking, you hear from down the tunnel this whine because no one has responded to the wolf after she left. Because Crystal and Dag both know what they're supposed to do after the wolf runs off, but everybody's been so busy with the craziness, all you hear is this whining. And Crystal's like, "Oh dear, I left the wolf down there," and she'll go over and push on the wall, and Dag will be like, "Crystal, you're not supposed to be that obvious."
I didn't see a wall pushing happen.
I don't see anything.
Ilana goes, in all fairness, I probably would have found that anyways.
No, it just tilts his head and just goes, "Are you both blind?" She clearly pushed the button on the wall.
I love buttons, and she's like wanting to go over there and press the button.
I don't think I'll turn it back on.
But no, it just goes over the button and goes, button goes on, button goes up, button goes on, button goes up.
You need a
I
new
know
hideout.
next time.
You have no idea.
He goes, fascinating. This button.
You want to know what's more fascinating, Knowledge? Go down the hallway.
The what way?
Go down the tunnel. Just don't die.
Okay.
I know fix.
And Gwendolyn just starts running down the tunnel.
Same with Knowledge. He does as he's told.
Oh.
I gotta remember that one.
I think she looks up at RuffDraft.
Literally does this.
I think she looks at RuffDraft. Has fix.
I don't know.
Goes,
I don't think anyone can fix that. All right, I have to roll to see how many times I push this button to figure out whether or not it's on or off.
Let it close on them.
The button, high or low.
How about I roll it?
All right, go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling? A
Going to
D20?
high.
Just
High
anything,
rolling.
it's got to be 50-50, so it doesn't matter what die.
I rolled an 11.
Out of what?
That's high.
Yep. Huh?
Is that high?
That's high.
So-
11.
Yeah, that is high. Yeah.
Yep.
if we
Just
go
barely.
by that, then he turned it on, turned it off, 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 and then turned it back on.
Yep, it's on. All right. Roll me dexterity saving throws, both of you.
14.
Natural 20.
Oh, wow. Okay. So 14, you get hit. Natural 20, you're diving through these darts that are getting shot through the wallway.
Oh no.
I actually have a picture I found of this, so I'm going to look for it in a second. But you're dodging them just fine. So you get a third of the way down the hallway, and you hear.
I'd like to think that I'm so short that they're just flying over my head.
They're not quite that high. They do go lower than that, but not much lower. Like the only thing you're getting as you're doing this is your head height. All you have to do is duck down. You're noticing this as you're doing this because you got a nat 20 that there is a space under them.
Basically, just Naruto runs this.
You just have to crawl, kind of thing.
Yeah, you could crawl under this specific trap. Alrighty. Let's see here. I'm gonna grab that picture real quick. So I need to roll for Your damage. You took 6 damage.
I'm unconscious again.
Roll for your wild first.
Clank, 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 bang! Crash, crash, crash. Silence.
Again,
1 or
looks up at
5.
rough draft.
Another 5.
Yes.
What did you
Now
get?
fix.
Another 5.
Roll a D100.
Yeah, roll a D100.
Me no wanna fix.
39.
We're gonna get down this tunnel at this point.
What's 39 on the
39.
stat?
You're overwhelmed with chaotic visions. You have disadvantage on all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks for the next minute.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's only a minute. You're good.
Yeah, but keep that in mind because if anyone brings you up and you end up with something, but it's only a minute, so it's not super bad. But yeah,
I'm having chaotic visions.
Yes, you are having chaotic visions as you passed out on the floor.
So
with darts in your hair.
You get to see what I see every day. You see Nurgles, you see chaos strings. You're blinded by your own core.
Oh no. So now you have even
is just
more reason to believe Fengwendolyn when she talks about Nurgles.
I've seen it.
Yeah, Elon is just like.
Wait, that means Fengwendolyn now officially has a convert.
Oh my word, this is wonderful. You're gonna create an entire religion off of this. You know that, Fengwendolyn?
Yes. And we have a Lord. It is the Dark One. The Dark One is the Lord. He has come to save everyone.
This is so funny. Oh my word, you too.
Do I make it to the end of the tunnel?
No, you got. If you want to keep running, because you're Naruto running, I need you to roll,
Yeah,
roll me
still going.
another deck save for the next section.
That's a 18.
Yep, that one passes. This one is like the whole like laid sideways kind of thing.
Oh, the penitent man shall pass.
Yeah, that kind of thing. But and again with you doing, you didn't get a nat 20 on this one, so you're just dodging them really well. I would say on this one, you didn't quite see how they're working or how the wolf got through, but you are dodging. And roll me another deck save. And I post in here for the first draft. I just happened to find a picture of a really cool version of this. Now these dragon heads would be kind of like there wouldn't be dragon heads doing this, but I thought it was a really cool picture, so I figured I'd post it.
That is cool.
But that's the
15?
idea. Is the first trap it was darts like that. Yes. What was it?
15.
15. I'm gonna say with a 15.
If need be, I can re-roll it.
Yeah. Go ahead and re-roll it. See if you can get it higher.
I'm using the I'll keep my inspiration. I will use my Tides of Chaos.
Interesting. Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Nice. Okay, with a nat 20, you dodged them just fine, and also you notice that on the left side, down on the bottom area, there is a spot that is not being hit at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only on the left corner side. And that was that the last dex, or was that the second one?
That was the third.
That was the third one. All right.
Yes.
After that, you successfully passed the tunnel.
I want to jump on the wolf and like start giving it scritches.
It is very confused but very happy, and it rolls over on its back to get squishies. And I think it has not had squishies in forever. It is loving squishies. It is so excited. Its tag is wagging a mile a minute. And Dag is calling down the hallway like, "Hey, I need you to do your job so the rest of us can go down the hallway. I have someone bleeding out or oiling out, whatever it does."
Is there actually oil or something coming out of him? Like,
Well,
Technically-
because of
What does he actually bleed?
technically, if my power core is made out of air and tech made out of wild magic, I would be leaking wild magic.
yeah, it would be kind of like this almost like purpley mist that comes out when he's bleeding.
Your soul is coming out.
I go, I don't think you want to breathe that in.
Yeah, I don't really want to breathe with wobble. That sounds like a bad idea. So yeah, Dag's getting kind of irritated because the wolf is not responding at the moment. Because it's getting scritches.
Do I see a button?
Roll me a perception check, or actually an investigation, because this one's really well hidden. So, roll me an investigation to see if you can see the button.
Where's my skills? Investigation +4, so 15.
No, you do not see a button. It is very well hidden.
Is there something we can do on this end?
Yeah, you can push the wall again. But right now the wolf's not on the button on her end, so it's not going to turn on and off. The reason it worked before is because it was still on there. Oh, while you were pushing it on off, right?
So hearing the Dag call out for the wolf to do its job, I'll let the wolf do it, and I'll be like, more scritches after.
And then it perks up, and it goes and pushes its button. And now, if you want to roll with advantage, you can to see where the button is. You can see where she goes, but I want you to still roll to see if you can actually see exactly where the button is versus like her just walking over there.
17 +4 to 21.
Is anybody going to try to drag the robot child to safety?
As soon as we get that set of traps off, yes. Sheesh.
Anyone else have Mendon?
Yes.
Nope. Yeah.
Isn't it a cantrip?
Yes.
So it should be unlimited. Cantrips shouldn't have a limit to them.
Yeah. Cantrips are unlimited, Rose.
I didn't say it because of that. I said it because he said see no fetch.
Yes, she no picks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Me and Ken both have the same.
Oh, I gotcha.
Error in logic.
That's the old.
Although
we still
if
need his knowledge.
He might fix. It's just
Knowledge
she's a little
might need
annoyed.
my animal animosity now.
I know, right?
He don't fix you at all.
Passing it on. It's contagious.
No, she might fix knowledge. It's just she fixed knowledge and then knowledge was stupid again. So it's like
no fix.
That's why she asked RuffDraft, do I have to fix it?
Honestly, I feel like I feel like Crystal's just gonna heal him enough for him to be like 0 HP. You know, so he's still unconscious. You know, just enough for him to not die.
He chooses to do spare the dying, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh man. So yeah, so you guys, so you hear the clicking sounds, which you heard it like a bunch of times because I kept pushing the button. But you hear the clicking sounds, and it finally settles down. And Dag walks over there, sighs. Someone want to get the stupid wibble wobble to stop coming out of him, please? I'm not touching them until they do.
You guys are gonna hear like under Ilonen's breath that she is muttering in like her original language about how does this happen to her? How does she get involved with these kinds of people?
Oh my word! That's so funny.
RuffDraft is trying to push the glow back in. Come on. Come on.
Oh my word, guys! This is great. Oh, let's see. I don't think I know. What is your original language, Elonen?
Her original language is Aquam.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, we only have 26 minutes left for me and Malta.
So much for at least I don't have to worry about the rest of it. I was going to give you a tour of the base,
We might
but
have to wait into like
This
the next
happened.
one for that.
so
That's
I
called
know,
a cliffhanger.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Might have
As
to
you
wait for
guys,
that.
yeah, I know, right? So as you guys go through the tunnel, we Crystal will of course knowledge isn't going to get to see any of this because again she only heals you just enough.
So you're kind of knocked out.
Yeah. And you guys go through the rest of the tunnel, and Wolf is at the end, wagging her tail, all happy. They're like, I don't know what you were doing, but I've never seen her get distracted like that. Don't do that again.
Begins to give the scritches.
Oh, very happy. You don't listen very good, do you?
Just looks at her, shakes her head, goes back to the scritches.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. I don't know how you got through that tunnel, but oh my word.
At least knowledge listens when you tell him to do something.
Yeah.
Acrobatics.
Too much. So what you're telling me is I need to improve the trap so someone else doesn't get through the tunnel like that. Got it.
I think it's more Crystal that would have to improve them.
Probably. She'll probably get it. But she didn't say it in the sense that she herself will be the one doing it. She will be the one that makes sure it gets done. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But yes. So you come through the tunnel and you come out into an opening area of like the tunnel where like kind of like a underground cavern area where it's like kind of rounded, and you see multiple tunnels. I almost forgot. I got the door open.
The door to what?
Oh, great. Just what I need. There wasn't anything dangerous behind that door, was there?
What did the door lead to?
Oh, all kinds of rooms. I haven't had a chance to explore them yet because Dag told me I wasn't allowed to, and my bat was yelling at me for trying to go in the door.
Where is it? Where is it?
I think while everybody is talking, right? I think you just you feel a tap on your shoulder, Fengwendolyn.
Mm-hmm.
Do you turn around?
She'd kind of like look over her shoulder, like, huh?
You see Anubis standing there and hands her an herb.
She'll take it.
You might need this. Put it in your pocket. It's a healing herb. Because
We'll put it in the pocket.
use it later when you need it. Okay.
And that is a 1d6 plus 4 healing herb.
And then he vanishes. Again.
No, it says in his sleep, I see the Nurgles.
And that's probably where we're going to stop.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.